Hi everybody, so I'm here in the hills of Bet Shemesh. And you might ask yourself, well, what are you doing here in the hills of Bet Shemesh when we're talking about the idea of Mehodu ad Kush? That concept of Purim that we're coming up to, the wonderful festival that we're going to be dealing with, come this Friday. The hills of Bet Shemesh, as you can see, are beautifully green at the moment, flowering. It's absolutely gorgeous in this area. And of course, this place, Bet Shemesh, is very famous in the Tanakh. It's famous because this is where the Aron HaBrit, the Ark, will come back. The Ark of the Covenant will come back before being taken onto the hills that are in front of me at the moment, which are called Kiryat Ye'arim, and up towards Jerusalem. But I'm not here to deal with that story. I want to talk about something else. Mehodu ad Kush, as we started yesterday, from the area of maybe India all the way towards Ethiopia, depending on who you hold and which way you hold the geography and where Kush exactly was and where Hodu exactly was as well. But we're talking about this idea of the Jews who lived in the various different countries. The country that neighbors Iran that we dealt with yesterday, where of course the capital was Shushan, is without a doubt one of the most important places that the Jewish people have settled over their years of exile, traveling from place to place. But the years of exile didn't start just after the Second Temple was destroyed in 2,000 years ago, but we're talking about, of course, the glorious community of Bavel, of Babylon. That, of course, is in the area of Iran today. So many of the Jews lived there, so many of our works were written there, whether including the Talmud, so many of our prophets spoke there, and they are buried there. And even though Iraq has gone through some terrible times over the last number of years, Jewish places are still, if you want, marked out there, whether it be the grave of Yonah, of Jonah, or the grave of Nahum, and many of other places. But let's deal now with the story of Purim. And why have we come here? So if you can see over here now is the area of Bet Shemesh. We can see in the distance Bet Shemesh, which is standing right behind me. And in this area over here is the area of Har Tuv, which is now behind me. The Jews of Bet Shemesh came from many countries, but one of them, when they opened up the camp that was here, that camp that we call the Ma'abara, the place where Jews moved into as they came to the land of Israel after 1948, is over here. And many of those Jews came from, of course, the country which we know today as being Iraq. The customs were very vast when it came to Purim in Iraq, and they're still held to today. Whether it be the famous card games that they had with the king in it, and the king also, and a cloth, a card that was known as Haman, whether it be the biscuits and the cakes that they made, whether it be the mishloach manot, the gifts that they gave one to another, and the kids would run from one place to another, and they would receive also gifts of money that they could then give to the poor. Whether it be, another sense of beauty of bands that would go through the streets, playing tupim, drums, one after the other, as they walked through the streets dealing with the whole story of Purim. All of those things were celebrated and they were remembered, and they came here. Of course, one of the most important rabbis who will arrive here at the time, and will come to the land of Israel from Iraq, is without a doubt Rav Ovadia Yosef, who, a blessed memory, of course, who we miss greatly in this country for his leadership. Rav Ovadia Yosef will speak about the minhagim, the customs of Iraq, and he'll keep them alive, as do so many of the other people. Many of the communities that are built around in this area are coming from various places, whether it be Yemen, Morocco, or Iraq. And again, all the Jewish people, as it says, Lech knos kol Yehudim, go and gather all the Jews, have come back together in this beautiful landscape. Have the most amazing Purim, whether you come from Iran so far or you come from Iraq, you come from the world of Babylon, or you come from the world of Ashkenaz. Have a wonderful, wonderful Purim. We will see you tomorrow, hopefully, at another excerpt of Mehodu ad Kush. Chag Purim Sameach.